Road-Bond EN1 patented soil stabilizer is used to encapsulate and confine oil-based drill cuttings to provide long-term prevention of leaching of heavy metals and petroleum hydrocarbons into the environment. This is an economical, on-site or near-the-site process for treating these heavily contaminated drill cuttings. The process is simple and utilizes common techniques and principles currently employed in the construction of drilling locations and lease roads. The processed drill cuttings are hauled from the stockpile to the drilling location or lease road that is to receive the drill cuttings. The cuttings are then spread evenly over the area to a depth of 3 to 4 inches. Next, a pulverizing mixer is used to blend the material with 6 to 8 inches of the underlying soil for a total depth of 9 to 12 inches. Road-Bond EN1 is then distributed evenly over the treated area, and the blending machine mixes the profile full depth until a homogeneous mixture is achieved along with the optimum moisture content for compaction. The treated soil is then shaped, compacted to density, and placed on grade. The encapsulated area is then capped with a 2 to 4 inch lift of crushed rock or other suitable material, and then the drilling rig may mobilize to the treated site. The effectiveness of this strategy is confirmed by tests conducted according to the standards outlined by the EPA and other regulatory bodies and is approved for permitting by the Oklahoma Corporation Commission. Specifically, samples consisting of 40% drill cuttings and 60% native clay soil collected near Ardmore, Oklahoma, were mixed together and then stabilized with Road-Bond EN1. This treated mixture was then molded in cylinders for testing. The molded samples, along with the raw drill cuttings, were delivered to a certified environmental testing facility for evaluation. The samples were analyzed according to EPA Method 6010C for heavy metals, EPA Method 8260B for volatile organic compounds, EPA Method 8270C for semi-volatile organic compounds, and by Texas Method 1005 for total petroleum compounds. Generally speaking, the treated cylinders were ground and pulverized so that 100% passed a 1/4 inch sieve. This pulverized material was then tested for heavy metals and petroleum hydrocarbons and compared to the original raw cuttings. Next, a quantity of a specific solution was passed over the pulverized sample, and the distillate was tested for contaminants to determine the amount of leaching. As Table 1 illustrates, the heavy metal content found in the treated soil mixture is much lower than the heavy metals contained in the raw cuttings, and the heavy metals found in the distillate even lower still. The heavy metal content found in the treated soil and the distillate is well below regulatory levels and demonstrates how effectively the heavy metals are encapsulated. Table 2 references the results of the total petroleum hydrocarbons contained in the raw drill cuttings, the treated mixture, and distillate. In summary, the total petroleum hydrocarbons were reduced from 94,000 milligrams per kilogram in the raw cuttings to 22,000 milligrams per kilogram in the treated mixture and were non-detectable in the distillate. Encapsulation with Road-Bond EN1 is an effective strategy for remediation of the drill cuttings that offers advantages over other methods of disposal such as land spreading. For example, once the treated area has been processed and compacted, the drill cuttings are encapsulated and contained, with the additional benefit of a stabilized subgrade on the drilling location and lease road. However, research has shown that the effectiveness of land spreading is dependent on several factors, including time for soil microbes to reduce the petroleum hydrocarbons, the addition of nutrients to the soil, regular tilling to incorporate oxygen into the soil, and moisture. These factors will add cost and effort to the process, and don't address the heavy metals found in the drill cuttings. Just as important as the additional cost and effort is that public opinion is not positive, and sometimes even antagonistic towards land spreading of drill cuttings because of concerns about the long-term environmental impact. When Road-Bond EN1 is used to encapsulate and contain the drill cuttings, the overall environmental impact of energy production is significantly reduced. For a cleaner today and a greener tomorrow, use Road-Bond EN1 on your next project.